Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today our topic of discussion is beta pleated sheet structure of proteins. Beta pleated sheet structure of proteins. It comes under secondary structure of proteins. Before this we have discussed alpha helix structure of proteins. Today it is the turn of beta pleated sheet structure of proteins. It is under the heading of secondary structure of proteins. Let us see what these beta sheets are. The beta sheets are also called beta pleated sheets, and it is a common pattern of regular secondary structure in proteins. Let me tell you first that these beta sheet structures was proposed by William Ashbury in the 1930s, but refined version of this beta pleated sheet structure was proposed by Linus Pauling and Robert Corey in 1951. In beta sheet, the backbone, you can have a look here, this backbone of polypeptide chain is extended into a zigzag structure. This backbone, it is extended in a zigzag structure, here, zigzag structure, and the zigzag polypeptide chains are arranged side by side. You can have a look here. This is zigzag polypeptide chain. This is zigzag polypeptide chain. In this arrangement, hydrogen bonds are formed between adjacent segments of polypeptide chain. This is one polypeptide chain, and this another polypeptide chain. Same here. So you can have, these are joined. These adjacent polypeptide chains, these are linked by hydrogen bonds. So their arrangement, these polypeptide chains they run in different ways. Parallel and anti-parallel arrangement is the some run in parallel, some in anti-parallel. Parallel and anti-parallel arrangement is the direct consequence of directionality of the polypeptide chains. So on that basis, two types of beta pleated sheets are possible. One is parallel beta pleated sheet structure, and another is anti-parallel beta pleated sheet structure. Let us have a look what this parallel beta pleated sheet structure is. This is polypeptide chain. This is polypeptide chain. These are connected by this red, I have mentioned here, red line. It is hydrogen bond. Here it is also red line, red dot, CONH, carboxyl group, amino group, NH, and this is red dot, red, this is hydrogen bonding, and this is hydrogen bonding. So let us have a look this. What is this parallel arrangement? What is this anti-parallel arrangement? So let us have a look first on what is this anti-parallel arrangement. In anti-parallel arrangement, or we can say this, what is this in anti-parallel beta pleated sheet structure, the C terminus, you remember here, the C terminus end of one segment is on the same side as N terminus end of other segment. You can have a look here. C terminus is on the same side of N terminus end of other segment. We can say that N terminus of one strand is adjacent to C terminus of next strand. So this is anti-parallel. C terminus of one strand is adjacent to N terminus of another strand, and when this C terminus, you can have a look here. When N terminus of successive strands are oriented in the same direction, so we can say that the C terminus and the N terminus and are on the same side for both segments. You can have a look here. N terminus and N terminus and C terminus and C terminus, and they are on the same side for both segments. Then it forms the parallel beta pleated sheet structure. When N terminus on the same side, or C terminus on the same side, it is parallel. And when they are in opposite direction, means when one side it is N terminus and on other strand it has C terminus, N terminus, C terminus, it is anti-parallel. You remember here in anti-parallel arrangement, the C terminus end of one strand is on the same side as the N terminus end of other strand. We can say that N terminus of one strand is adjacent to C terminus end of the next. This arrangement, this pattern produces the strongest inter-strand stability because it allows the inter-strand hydrogen bonds between carbonyls and amines to be planar, which is their preferred orientation. So we can say that this anti-parallel structure pattern permits maximum hydrogen bonding. This anti-parallel structure permits maximum hydrogen bonding. And let me also tell you that anti-parallel, this pattern, this is found in silicic ferrion, which has repeated sequence of 6 residues. So when we talk of this parallel, let me tell you first again this anti-parallel. In anti-parallel arrangement, the hydrogen bonds are aligned directly opposite to each other, making for stronger and more stable bonds. In parallel arrangement, all the N terminus of successive strands are oriented in the same direction. You remember here also again, and this orientation may be slightly less stable because it introduces non-planarity in the inter-strand hydrogen bonds. You can have a look here. These are hydrogen bonds, long and at angles. Non-planarity in the inter-strand hydrogen bonding pattern. So in parallel arrangement, C terminus and the N terminus and are on the same side for both strands, and this is less stable arrangement. This parallel arrangement is less stable arrangement. So it was all about beta pleated structure, which has two patterns: parallel beta pleated sheet structure, in which they move in the same direction. N terminus, C terminus move in the same direction, while reverse is the case in case of anti-parallel arrangement.